kids, it's Charlotte here. Now today I want to talk to you about Easter. Okay, Easter's a fun time. We get time off school, we may do Easter egg hunts, you may get chocolate eggs. But today I want to talk to you about the real meaning of Easter. What is it that we're celebrating? Now as a Christian, what I'm celebrating is the fact that Jesus Christ, God's only Son, died on the cross for me, taking the punishment for all the things that I've done wrong, which upset God, and you know what? Build a wall between me and God. However, it's not just the fact that Jesus died on the cross for me, it's the fact that he rose again, proving that he really was the Son of God. Isn't that just awesome? Now, I said earlier about the things that I do wrong, God doesn't like. But it's not just me. All of us can do things that, you know what, upset God. So what I decided to do is I asked some children what they think God doesn't like. Let's have a listen.
Doesn't like us stealing.
God doesn't like it when we litter.
God doesn't like it when we argue.
God doesn't like it when we cheat. God wouldn't like us fighting and making the wrong choices. God doesn't like us being selfish.
God doesn't like it when we're rude.
God doesn't like it when we do bad stuff.
God doesn't like it when we fight. God doesn't like us being unkind.
God doesn't like us lying.
So there we heard a few things what children think God doesn't like, and you know what? I agree with them. And what I've done is I've put some of those onto a balloon. So let's have a look, shall we? We've got being rude. God doesn't like it when we're rude to other people. We've got lying. What's this one? We've got being kind. This one is cheating. And the last one we've got is fighting. So God doesn't like it when we do all these things wrong. Now these things that we may do that God doesn't like, I'm sure if they were done to you, you wouldn't like it either, because I know I wouldn't like it. And when we do these things, they upset God, like I said, and that puts a division between man and God. So God needed a rescue plan. He sent Jesus to take the punishment for the things that we've done wrong. Now, if that's all Jesus did, that'd be pretty cool. You know, someone coming along to take the punishment for everything you've done wrong, that's pretty cool. And that would be someone worth following. However, do you know what? It's amazing because after 3 days, Jesus didn't stay in that tomb. He rose again. He rose back to life. And that is called the resurrection. And Jesus done that for us. In John 3:16 it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, so that whoever believes in him may not be lost, but have eternal life." God did not send his Son into the world to judge the world and to make it guilty, but to save the world through him. Jesus dying on the cross and then rising again meant that Jesus had conquered death. And it also meant that now we can have a relationship with God if we accept what Jesus had done for us. But do you know what? It doesn't stop there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out into my garden. So what did I mean by it doesn't stop there? I meant this. If someone was to lie to you, was to be unkind to you, cheated on you, stole from you, and they asked for forgiveness, I'm sure that you would hopefully forgive them. But sometimes they hurt you so much, it's not always easy to forget. But when you say sorry to God, this happens. So you saw there the balloons disappearing, never for us to see them again. And this is how God forgives us. Once we say sorry, he doesn't just forgive, he forgets. And in Hebrews 8 verse 12 it says this, and I will forgive their wickedness, and I will never again remember their sins. So isn't that awesome? God doesn't just forgive, he also forgets. So Jesus dying to take the punishment for the things that we do wrong, and then God forgetting about them, now means that if we accept what Jesus did for us on the cross, we can now be friends with God. Now I hope that if you didn't know the real meaning of Easter, hopefully that little demonstration there will help you. But here's a question. Why do we have eggs at Easter time? The egg represents the tomb where Jesus was put after his death. The tomb wasn't strong enough to keep Jesus in. He really died, but now he was alive again. The stone was rolled away and the tomb was empty. New life had burst out, and that's why we have eggs at Easter time. They represent new life and the empty tomb. So when you're tucking into your lovely Easter eggs this Easter, remember the egg represents the tomb where Jesus' body was, and the fact that it was now empty because Jesus had risen from the dead, enabling us to have new life if we believe in him. Thanks for joining me today, kids, and I really hope that now you have a clearer understanding of Easter. It's very, very simple. Jesus died on the cross to take the punishment for the things that we do wrong. And if we ask God to forgive us, we know that we are forgiven, and also those things we do wrong are forgotten. Jesus rising from the dead, leaving the tomb empty, meant that we now can have a relationship with God because he truly proved that he was the Son of God. Take care, kids.